I'd like to start this episode by thanking you for listening and sharing your words and feedback and letting me know you subscribed. It means a lot. And I'd also like to ask you a favor, and that is, in a word, share. If you're enjoying One Word Suggestion, share it with one friend. The link is onewordsuggestion.net. And in the meantime, one of the things I've heard from some of you is that many of the one-word suggestions so far have been maybe a little bit too serious. So for this episode, I've chosen an extremely serious word. Pizza!
For inspiration, can I please get a one-word suggestion?
One-word suggestion?
One-word suggestion.
One-word suggestion.
Welcome to the podcast. Most people think improv is just for comedy or maybe jazz music, but really it's a tool for life. And in each 3-minute episode of this series, I use a single word suggested by you as a leaping off point to explore how having an improvisational mindset will help you perform at a higher level, both personally and professionally, whether you have a career on or off the stage. This week's word, pizza, was suggested by Sam. Ever think about what it takes to make a pizza? First, there's all the people involved: farmers, butchers, cheesemakers, truck drivers, marketers, chefs, delivery drivers, and of course, customers. And then there's all the processes involved. Let's start with just the crust. It's made mostly of flour from wheat grown by a farmer, milled by a miller, packaged by someone else, transported by someone else, sold by someone else yet again, before it eventually gets used by Luigi. And Luigi also bought eggs that ended up in the dough as a result of yet another set of collaborators, including a different farmer, a refrigerated truck driver, a bunch of other people, and of course, chickens. This goes for the salt, yeast, and all the other ingredients it takes to make a decent pizza crust, and we haven't even started on the sauce and toppings. The level of collaboration, communication, and shared expertise it takes to make a pizza is staggering. And putting together a pizza is deliciously simple when compared to, say, putting together a Boeing 747. Whatever your business, whatever your product, chances are there's people and processes involved. And if those people and processes don't work together, can't communicate effectively, or innovate efficiently, your pizza will taste like cardboard and your plane will crash. But what does pizza even have to do with improv? Well, if you wanted to invent a new pizza, you could use yes and or divergent thinking to come up with all the toppings that haven't been tried yet, and then use convergent thinking to land on the next big pizza trend, anchovy and beetroot, for example. Whether or not that sounds delicious is irrelevant. As Peter Diamandis famously said, the day before something is a breakthrough, it's a crazy idea. And crazy ideas are very risky to attempt. Improv teaches you to take risks, to experiment, to embrace failure, and explore what's possible. Trying new things on a pizza, the stakes are low. But on the job, we tend not to take risks at all, because if things go wrong, we get burned. But if you don't try, you'll be stuck eating boring old margaritas for the rest of your career. Speaking of which, even how we eat pizza is a lesson in improvisation and working together as an ensemble. Who gets the slightly larger slice? Who gets the last slice? Who's going to pay for it? If it's getting delivered, who will answer the door? And who will set the table? Who will grab the beers? Is there going to be salad? The point is, an improvisational approach to teamwork can make even mealtime a lot more pleasant, let alone work time. To take this analogy to its final conclusion, if you're not making delicious pizza in your business, or the crust keeps burning, or the distribution of toppings feels inequitable, or nobody can agree on which kind to order in the first place, maybe your team needs new tools for communication and collaboration. And if you think anchovy and beetroot pizza sounds good, maybe you need new tools for innovation too, because those two things do not belong together. Just like an improv show, a simple slice of pizza is the result of a multitude of people and processes playing together to deliver the whole. Just don't expect me to eat it if it's got anchovies and beetroot on top. So that's my take on pizza. Thanks for the great suggestion, Sam. If you want to suggest a word for next week or add your perspective, drop me a note in the comments or in a review. I'm making one of these every week for a year, so definitely subscribe, like, share, and all that jazz. And in the meantime, if you're interested in improv for personal growth, professional achievement, or just for fun, my suggestion is get yourself into an improv class or book a corporate training workshop for your team. You can learn all about LMA's programs at www.lma.training. Thanks for listening. One Word Suggestion is brought to you by LMA Professional Development. Please visit us at www.lma.training for more info.